Today, we'll be going over all the quests that you can get for Benny the Moth, who is located in the Royal Highlands at the Central Stables. He likes to task you to find a bunch of stuff for him, mostly trash. The end result is for the Phoenix Fire Mount, which I've already covered in a previous video. And that should pop up in the right corner of your screen if you need to see it. So I know that most of you have already done these quests, and that's fine. So what I will do is make sure that I timestamp it just in case, so you can skip to the certain ones that you need. In order to start the quest line, you will first need to go to F5 in the cave and talk with the mirror to start the quest. A Tale of Two Bennies, which is just probably a play on words for A Tale of Two Cities, of course. After picking up the quest, you will go down to the shoreline in Royal Highlands to pick up shells. Benny's crown actually drops from one of the king crabs that spawn whenever you grab the shells. Once you've found the crown, take it back to the Central Stables and turn it into Benny. Just a note here, Benny cannot be caught. I tried just to see if I could catch him or just to make him mad, but nothing happened. Once you complete the quest, you will receive the Aristocrat's rug and recipe. The next quest is Rigging the Game, and is discovered near the tree at C5. Here you will find loaded dye from a dirt pile. You will need to go back and talk with Benny, where he will tell you that you need to find another one. The second one can actually be found at B5 in a dirt pile here. Then go back and turn into Benny for the Aristocrat sconce and recipe. The quest Beauty Hurts can be started at F4. You'll interact with the slime pile, and once the quest is started, you'll have to find the other two on the ground at F3 and F4. And the last one is on the platform above those at F4. Turn all those back into Benny for the Aristocrat's candle holder and recipe. Cannon is probably the toughest one on the list, basically because there's no indication of when you actually complete it. You'll notice that there is water fountains placed around a crumbling tower, 4 in total. You'll need to activate these fountains in a certain order, which is clockwise, going north, east, south, west. So if I remember correctly, the order is like the one at D9, the one at the bottom corner of D9, one at D10, and the other one at C9. All you do is fill each water fountain with water. Once all 4 of them are full, you will climb up on a high point and glide over to the crumbling tower, and then drop down. Inside, you'll grab a book and a seed and turn both of these back into Benny for the Aristocrat's flower vase and recipe. If you go to E10, you'll find a candle in the water that starts a quest called Still Standing. You'll have to go to the rock formation at this location and light a candle. Then you'll go back to Benny, and he will give you the Aristocrat chandelier and recipe. At B4, you will find a dirt pile inside the maze that starts the quest first and last. Inside the maze, you will find 3 more dirt piles that you have to search. The last one will give you the lost belongings, which then can be turned into Benny for the Aristocrat's clock and recipe. One quest is a completely random drop from fishing. As far as I know of, any body of water should work. All you have to do is catch 1 loot box. This will start the quest Highlands Trail. Then you will need to catch a treasure box from a pond near a beach, 1 from the Amber Lake, and 1 from the pond near the amphitheater. Once you catch all 3 of these, you'll go back once more to Benny for the Aristocrat's big artwork and recipe. At some point, Benny gives you the quest Ancient Adoption. You will need to go to the amphitheater to collect notes at F4. It's like a poster on the side of the platform. Once you pick up this, it'll tell you basically that it needs 5 masks, and they only drop from Jack Cats. All you have to do for this is go hunt 5 different Jack Cats. You will get 1 mask for each Jack Cat hunted. Once they all have been collected, you'll head back to Benny to receive the Aristocrat's vase plus a recipe. And then the final quest is the Fortuna Bound. You will find a letter at H3, and then you will need to shoot down beehives in the same area. You'll need to find 3 letters from the beehives. Once you have them, you'll turn them back into Benny for the Aristocrat's mini artwork. Now the only quest that should be left is the Flame War, which I've already covered in a previous video as well. So if you need to see it, should pop up in the right corner now. If you have found this video helpful or just enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and share it with everyone as it helps the channel grow. And I really appreciate it. And as always, until next time, stay safe, stay cozy, but most importantly, have fun gaming.